Friends 2. Ugly Friends 2.
Just don't hit the wrong button. Just don't hit the wrong button. Don't hit the wrong button. That's all I need to do.
Good evening, everybody. I don't know why we are struggling streaming. It keeps on saying that it's starting to upload, but that's all good because it is recorded, so we can.
Are you recording the
Yes, sir.
Riverside?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just making sure we at least have something.
Oh yeah. So, hi Tina. My name is Randy, and I'm in Oklahoma City.
Hi, Randy.
I'm Ashton. I'm also out here in Oklahoma City.
Hi, Ashton.
And I'm John in Topeka, Kansas.
John, I was waiting because yours says Sergeant Sleaze, and I'm like, I'm not going to call him that. I don't think, we don't have that kind of relationship just yet, so I think I'll wait and see what he says.
Right.
Nice to meet you, John.
Yo, Sleaze. What do you think?
For real.
I mean, it's metal, right? Weirder shit happens.
Exactly.
That's true.
You just never know.
All right.
Anyway,
So, what's that, John?
I'm okay with it either way. It's fine.
Fair.
So, Tina, where are you located?
I'm up in Washington.
Washington. All right. All
Yeah.
right. So,
Pacific Northwest.
yeah.
Heck
Well,
yeah, a little bit of everywhere tonight.
yeah. Probably no tornadoes up there. We've been running from tornadoes for a week now, and then we got some more on the radio or on the radar coming, and it's like, oh my gosh, come on.
Those radio tornadoes are the worst.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate those.
You never know where they'll pop up. They might just come right into you.
Oh,
You
jeez.
know, oddly enough, we actually had a little teeny tiny tornado randomly touch down in our neighborhood, and it was like breaking fucking news for the whole week. It's like all that was on TV, and I was like, Jesus, guys, it lasted like 2 seconds, but somebody caught video, and now it's viral.
That's
so.
hilarious.
Of course. Meanwhile, Oklahoma, we're just like, that's as strong as a gust of wind.
Yeah. Like, who farted? What the fuck is that?
Right.
Yeah. In my lifetime, I would love to see an actual tornado. I've never seen one. So.
It's
They
great.
are
You just take a
interesting.
lawn chair outside and a 12-pack, and you do. That's how
Oh, God.
Oklahoma and Kansas
I broke my camera.
handle tornadoes.
I was romanticizing the idea of Twister. Was that Jodie Foster from Twister?
Was it Jodie Foster?
Was it Jodie Foster?
I think
can't remember
so.
if it was or not. Yeah.
I'm also terrible with names, so it probably doesn't help.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, who knows? It was probably Johnny Depp, and I got it all
Right,
wrong.
exactly. Exactly.
That was
So let's.
That movie, though, I was like, damn.
Helen Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Helen Hunt. That's it.
Helen
That's it.
Hunt.
I was like,
Okay.
for some reason it wasn't
Oh.
connecting. I was like, it sounds good. I know where she's coming from with that, but I don't know if that's connecting. It's not.
Right.
I'm gonna get so much hate mail now. People are gonna be like, Santa Firefly,
Come on now.
Jodie Hunt. Yeah, no. Helen Hunt and Jodie Foster are not the same people.
There's actually a new one coming out. They were just down here in
What?
Yeah, they were just down here in Oklahoma City filming a new one. So there's going to be another Twister coming out. And
Oh,
July,
that's gonna be a
mid-July, I
disaster.
think it comes out.
yeah, and
It's either mid-June or
No way.
mid-July, one of the J months. I don't remember which, but very, very soon.
January.
but it was right in tornado season, and they actually got to film some of our tornadoes. So it was
Oh,
pretty cool.
they're not
They
using
had the whole
CGI for
camera
that
crew,
shit?
and they're like, "Oh, look, yeah, it's really going to be the real shit."
hmm I mean, all you gotta do is just step
Whoa.
out your backyard in the middle of storm season in Oklahoma. There's your footage.
It's insane.
Oh my god.
It's insane.
Crazy.
What do you say we talk some
So
music?
let's talk some music. What do you got going on? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Yeah.
Jodie Foster.
Apparently not. Helen Hunt, guys. Don't look me up. Jesus. I was today years old. No, sorry. Yeah, thank you guys for having me on the show. The rest of the band is watching and waiting, I guess. They generally unleash me for interviews and shit. They just they just say the weirdest stuff sometimes, and I'm just like, no, don't say that.
Let's not have that out there. Shit.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So they're like, Tina, you got it. I'm like, okay.
Fair enough.
I love it. I love it. So, you just had a new video come out. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Letter to a Narcissist, which is the first single off of the new EP.
Uh-huh.
And also my first experience doing the green screen. I think maybe the guys' first experience too. And I gotta tell you, that was really weird. Really, really weird. And I have no balance. And I mean, they had me doing crazy shit that I should have probably not done for liability purposes, but nobody got hurt, so that's good.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. It was really fun to see the final video after it was all done. You know, because you spend like 12 hours shooting a video that's like 3 minutes long. And
Right.
it's kind of like, well, I wonder which scenes are going to make it in there. And then green screen is so weird because you can't really move. Otherwise, they have problems getting your face, and I don't know. It's the opposite of what I do live. They're like, "Don't move." I'm like,
Yeah. How weird.
It was weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it turned out
That is
great.
funny.
I mean, I've watched it
Thank
a few
you.
times today, and a little bit this evening, and it's great, man. It's a great video.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
can you give us a little insight to the song, "Letter to a Narcissist"? I can't even say that.
Narcissist.
Thank you.
Narcotics.
Narcotics.
I mean, everyone has different lyric writing styles and such, but I tend to gravitate towards lyrics that are more like universally relatable, adaptable,
Mhm.
and one of the things we've recently been dealing with is running our lives without all the narcissists in it. So I felt like this would be a great opportunity to capitalize on that situation, and we were able to put the song together and everything. So I mean, everyone's pretty happy with it. I know that it's generally a win if I send the song to somebody and they're like, "Are you trying to tell me something?" They get really like personally defensive. And, I'm over here laughing like, no. I mean, it's just, am I? I don't know. Maybe I should just make you think I am.
If the shoe fits.
It's a win, though. It's a win, though, either way.
Yeah.
But y'all, we have a lyric video coming out for another one of the songs on that EP. And then really what everyone's waiting for is the very last music video we just did, which I don't want to give too much away, but I actually, for the first time, got to wear full prosthetics and be very, very possessed.
Oh,
So,
nice.
that's all I'm gonna say.
That
I had
sounds
so
awesome.
much fucking fun, you guys. You have no idea. That's gonna come out, and everyone's just gonna go fucking nuts over it. It's crazy good.
That sounds awesome.
And the worst part about music is like holding on to all of that for so long until you're actually able to talk about it and show it.
Yes.
So that hurry up and wait stage, which sucks.
Yep.
I think before we get too far past this topic, I think we should throw a little teaser out there, Ashton, from that latest video that we were just discussing.
I agree. So let's do it if I can get clicking fast enough.
Heck yeah.
You can definitely tell you're holding back. you could.
So much.
I'm like, now that you said it, I could just feel it trying to jump out.
Yeah. The greatest part was like once Carl, who's our videographer, put all that together and he sent over like the first couple of takes. And I was just sitting down watching it on my phone laughing. My husband kind of looks over and he's like, "What the hell are you looking at?" I go, "Hey babe, look, there's 3 of me." And he's like, "Ooh." So ever since then, it's the trifecta, Tina. So I took a little clip of that as a GIF, and every once in a while, I'll caption it and send it to him with something stupid like "pick up your underwear," or "don't leave the toilet seat up," or something like that. It's great.
We're coming for you. I love that.
The kids were watching it, and I was like, "Dude, eat your vegetables times 3." You know, this is like great. I've had so much fun with it. It's great.
Good Lord.
That's awesome. So, are you doing any shows right now? Do you have any tour plans? What do we got going on?
Yeah. So right now we've got the next show coming up is actually going to be at the Whiskey in LA.
Nice.
So that'll be fun for us, and we'll be supporting the Iron Maidens. Very cool. And then sometime after that, oh cool, look, there we are. After that, we'll be headed out for a summer tour. I think we have a festival. So, yeah, we do have a festival right before that in Orting, Washington. But then we go out for a summer tour somewhere in July. And I can't really disclose who that's with, but it'll be awesome.
That's great. Does it go through Oklahoma?
Yes.
It does.
Oh, wow.
It does.
Shit, they never do.
Yes.
Right? They really don't. That's usually like a joke question. That is awesome, actually.
Does. Yeah. And I think it starts in Missouri. That could change, but yeah, we will definitely be on that side. So as soon as we can announce, I'll let you guys know. For sure.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Really cool.
But listen, if you come to a show and you bring that Tupperware with the lizard in it, it's over.
I was gonna say you can meet my new friend.
No.
She said if you bring that lizard and that Tupperware, it's over.
It's over. It's dead on arrival, man.
Right.
I don't do bugs. I hate bugs.
I feel bad for him. I think he's hurt. I don't know what to do for him. He's just like, okay.
Well, you
Anyway,
Surrender him.
You could give it to my mom. My mom is very Asian. She would probably cook it.
That's funny. Well, I was like, John, should I give it some water? So I had this here, and I poured a little bit in there, and it is cold as hell, and it freaked it out. And I'm like, oh, it's a lizard. It's cold-blooded.
Yeah, I was
bad.
like, that's going to
That
cause
was
him to
wrong.
not move.
Yeah, that was the wrong
I didn't even think of
decision.
that.
So
And most lizards can't recognize still water. Most lizards, the water has to be like trickling.
I
What?
trickled it on him.
Yeah, right on his
How the fuck
forehead.
do
You
you
got to
know
put it on the
that?
side so it looks like little raindrops. If it's just a pool of water, he
Wow,
doesn't
you
know what it
guys.
is.
Oh shit! Where are we going?
This is the
Right.
this is the Nat Geo podcast, right? Like I wandered into the wrong reading room.
For real. You thought this was
About
supposed to be
tornadoes
about
and
music? It's about lizards. Come on now.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
Apparently,
so you're going to be coming through Oklahoma. I
yep.
definitely keep us up to date, and we're going to be following you. So I'm sure we're going to know.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's going to be Tulsa or Oklahoma City, or do you
Or
know?
both,
Maybe.
maybe.
No,
Maybe.
shit. Just not getting it, am I?
Listen, I used to not give a shit about any of these rules, and then I did an interview where I disclosed a little too
Yeah.
much. And then I got a phone call on Christmas Eve that was like, you need to have that shit taken down in the next 2 hours, and I was freaking out. So now I'm overly
No,
cautious.
it's
I'm
all
like,
good.
Not a bad thing.
I shouldn't put you in
Yeah.
that situation, but I just
It's
want to
okay.
make plans. Me and the lizard want
I
to
get it.
make plans.
Well, and like I always say, we
No,
have a
no
photographer
lizard.
with us as well. And
Exactly.
she is very, very
Awesome.
good.
Very cool. Yeah, June 1st, I'll actually be able to disclose, and we'll make the announcement then. I'll
Okay,
make sure to
cool.
send
Yeah,
it over to
That's
you.
Yeah.
not far. That's good.
No, that's not
Not too
bad.
bad.
So yeah, definitely keep us
Not
up
at
to
all.
date. And yeah, even
What is the metal scene like there in Oklahoma?
it's pretty darn good. It really is. It's good. You're not going to have any trouble getting people to get on the shows or anything.
Great.
If you need some help getting onto one, maybe just hit me up and I'll see if we can hook you up with somebody.
Oh hell yeah! Thank you.
I mean, but yeah, we'll do that.
I was really surprised. I mean, last time we came through, I don't think it's anywhere near, but like we went through Kentucky, and I don't know what I expected. Chicken? I don't know. I don't know. I've never been to
She said
Kentucky.
chicken.
Okay. I don't know.
I expect to see
So
Colonel
wait.
Sanders on the corner.
We end up in Bowling Green, and I'm like, wow, it's beautiful
Uh-huh.
here. And I was dying for, like, you know how it is on tour, you just don't eat anything good. It's all pizza
Yep.
and like beef stew and spaghettios. And I was dying for like some teriyaki, some rice, like some actual food. And we'd pass by a place called a ramen bar, and I was like super excited. I checked, they're going to be open till 2 a.m. So we finished our set, and then I was like, come on, guys, we got to go to the ramen bar. I'm so stoked. And we went over there, and the moment we walked through the restaurant, there was like
What?
in the background. I'm like, what the fuck kind of ramen bar is this? We get further down, there's like people drunk and falling over. There's like a basement.
Huh.
It was a nightclub, you guys. It was a fucking nightclub. It wasn't a ramen bar. Oh, it's terrible. Terribly disappointing.
Now I know why it's open so late.
Exactly.
Who the hell's serving ramen at
Exactly.
1, 2 in the morning?
Right? This is very suspicious. Very
Maybe
suspicious.
that's what they
But
do
my
in
stomach was
Kentucky.
like, nah.
We don't know. We don't
It's
know.
not chicken, it's ramen. It's like code for something.
Right.
Maybe it was just
So if I,
the name was misread. Maybe it was like Raw Men Bar.
Raw men. What?
Oh, Lord.
maybe, I will say at least they did actually have some decent food.
That's
But
good.
yeah, I think it was like swingers night or
Oh,
something when
no.
we walked in, man. Shit was getting weird. I was like, let's eat and leave, guys. We need to get back on the bus.
We need safety.
It was weird. It's like, what the fuck, Kentucky? You surprised
What
me.
the fuck, Kentucky?
Beautiful though.
Yes,
Beautiful
it's
place.
pretty.
So I'm excited to see Oklahoma. I haven't been to Oklahoma in like 20 years. I think
Yeah,
it's
It's the same. We just have a new gigantic tower. That's about it.
Oh, a new one. Okay, got it.
That's about it.
I want to.
The most.
I you know,
I want.
I'm born and raised Pacific Islander, and where I am, there's no flat anything. Nothing's flat, okay? And I went to Oklahoma, and I remember the very first thing I thought was like, "Holy shit! I can see to the other side of the state."
Exactly.
What the
See,
fuck?
you can see
Pretty much.
you can
Crazy.
see the tornadoes coming. That's why the death rate
Yeah.
isn't that bad, because you
Yeah.
see it for miles coming. So
Is that a tornado about 13 miles away?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we're good.
we got time.
We got a couple minutes.
Damn. I sharpened my tornado
Yeah,
watching
it's no
skills.
joke.
That's pretty awesome. I'm not sure what the venue is. The venues are like over there, but I'll be very curious to find out who all's going to be there, and hopefully I'll run into you guys there if you make
Heck
it.
yeah. Yes, most definitely. Let Shauna know, and she'll hey Randy, can you guys be down there? And she'll let us know when you guys are playing, and she'll get us all hooked up, I guess. So and like you said, we have a
Awesome.
photographer that we can probably get down there, and we like to do on-site interviews, photographs, and show
Hell yeah.
reviews. So we put it in
Fuck yeah.
a little package for you, and just let you do what you want.
Well, I got to tell you, like, of all the bands I've ever been in, and this is obviously my most favoriteest one, but all of us, we could take it or leave it, recordings, labels, all this other shit, because we all live for the live performance. That's our junk right there. So,
Right.
any show of ours, we just, it's balls to the wall. Like, there's no point in doing music if your live show doesn't invigorate every fucking buddy out there in the venue. So I can at least promise that we're going to always be as high energy as possible.
Awesome.
It's always good to hear.
Looking at the videos, it looks like you guys are very energetic and very in your face, and I love it. I love it. Can't wait to see you guys.
Well, we got that EP dropping digitally on the 10th, so that's 9 days away from now. I'm super duper excited. We've been sitting on it for a while. And there's a couple of songs in there I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on, but it's definitely one of those things that I think is going to surprise people. We've got like a pretty good range of different types of songs, ballads, thrashers, the whole thing.
Got me more excited about it now.
We just covered my question that I was going to ask, was the date on that EP. But my next question, for anybody that's out there listening and wants to go find your information, what's the easiest place for them to find everything? Beautiful Skeletons.
Beautifulskeletons.com. We'll have all of our socials, all our YouTube links. We also have a link tree if you're more like an Instagram person. In the link tree, we'll have everything. But yeah, if you're looking at the screen right now, you're going to have Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. I mean, all of it. It's all there. It's all accessible. And we're pretty responsive via social media too, if anybody wants to try to reach out to us. And and there's the schedule flyer
Beautiful.
right there. Yep. And as you can see, we haven't made that announcement quite yet, but we will be doing that on the 1st of June. I'm just super excited for that EP to finally drop on the 10th.
That's really cool. Well, you gave us enough to be excited about. At least we know it's coming close to Oklahoma. Maybe not Kansas. Sorry, John.
I'm in Missouri.
He can travel. Missouri. Exactly.
I heard Missouri getting thrown out, so there you go.
I mean, it depends on where in Missouri.
Listen, if I come down there, y'all need to find a good place for me to go that has like food that's not a ramen bar, like not a swingers club, just like an actual food place.
We can do that for sure.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That's definitely it. I'm excited for that. Awesome.
Normally,
It's good stuff.
Hey Randy, hang on just a second.
Yeah.
Because I want to mention one of the other things I like to normally get into is fun, crazy road stories, but she did those without me even prompting. But those are awesome stories.
I have so many
I hope
stories.
we can get more.
Anytime. I am chock full of them. People usually have to tell me to shut the fuck up, so.
It's not always bad.
Yeah, lots and lots of fun stories. And I call myself just fresh off the boat, but technically I've been here for 20 years, but there's just so much stuff that I'm still not familiar with. So yeah, we have fun.
Now, Tina, you said that you have been in multiple projects prior to this one. How long have you been doing the Beautiful Skeletons as your sole project?
2019. 2019 literally started right as the pandemic was like
Oh, no.
reaching its pinnacle. Yeah,
Great
we played
timing.
our first show, and then the governor shut everything down the following day. So
Wow.
ironic, yeah. But that's okay because we needed to solidify our lineup a little bit better. And hey, I mean, regardless of what goes on in the world, music is still our outlet. So as long as we could still do that, even if it wasn't publicly, we kind of like lie in wait like a hungry crocodile and just waiting for the time to open up. It was rough there for a little while though, because a lot of venues were out of business or very limited for like actual live music. But we hung in there. But yeah, 2019 would be about the time that we started the project. So it's been a little bit.
That's awesome. How did you guys meet, and how did you find all the band members? How did that come about?
Okay, don't laugh. Craigslist.
Really?
That's not the first Craigslist meeting we've had on here either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I had dropped out of the music scene for like 4 or 5 years because I had to, all 3 of my kids were all going through toddler phases and shit, and so I was like, there's just no way, there's not enough of me to go around, so I dropped out for a little bit, and then my husband was like, you're a bitch, you need to get back into music, and I was like, you're right, so I started looking, just to see what was out there, and yeah, and actually my guitarist, Anar, found me, and it was weird. I thought he was gonna like, I don't know, like stalk and murder me. It's Craigslist. You never know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
So he's like, well, let's meet at a public place, and I'm like, that's the only place that I'll meet at.
No shit.
So,
Right. Thanks for laying the obvious down.
But actually, as it turns out, he was really awesome, and we had musical chemistry right away. And we started as a jam, just like a 3-person jam, and over the years added people and dropped others and replaced others, and here we are. But yeah, Craigslist, man. I don't even think that's a thing anymore. Like, I don't even think the community
I don't know if it
pages.
is.
I think Facebook Marketplace kind of killed them.
Yeah, there's so many horror stories. Actually, I think about it now, and I'm like, wow, I'm probably lucky I didn't get murdered in someone's basement.
Yeah, for real. Looking back on it, I was like, oh, yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
What you're saying is Facebook Marketplace is the real Craigslist killer.
Sure. I don't know. I don't use Facebook Marketplace. My bassist does, though. He's always going on about it.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you get that pedal? Facebook Marketplace. Oh, cool bass. Where'd you get it? Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. I've heard horror stories about it. I heard it's shady as fuck.
Yeah. Then he's right. It's the new Craigslist, right? I mean, that's definitely a thing. But yeah, I mean, it's funny. That's how we hooked up. And the weirdest thing is, like, I've been in other metal bands around the Portland, Washington area for a long time, and it's weird. It's a small world. I mean, people just kind of cycle in and out of the different projects. You see them in one band, you play with them in another, and you're like, wait a minute, like, didn't I play with you, but like 5 years ago at the SatyrCon or something? It's weird. It's a tiny world, and all the guys that made up Beautiful Skeletons I'd never met before. So I was like,
wow,
interesting, yeah. Which I'm glad, obviously.
Yeah, that is really cool.
That is interesting. Yeah, and it is amazing how small the world becomes in music. Because I mean, we know people in New Mexico, California, California, and New York, and all kinds of places. Australia, and you talk to them, and they end up knowing somebody that you know. It's like, how in the hell do you know them? That's crazy. And it's just it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life in the music business. How everything is so tied together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. And that's also another reason why when people ask for advice, I'm like, just don't piss off the people around you, because chances are you're going to be playing with them in a band 5 years from now. You know, just like maybe don't talk so much shit publicly.
Yeah.
For real.
Very
Public-
true.
publicly. That's like when we got
Musicians.
on. I said, "We're not live, are we?"
Right.
Yeah.
That was
It
said. Can I speak
How the
freely?
hell did you guys start doing that? How'd you guys get into this?
Oh, John, do you want that one?
Story, bro.
Oh, gosh, I don't even know what year it was, but me and one of my it's when
2009.
2009. One of my friends that I grew up with lives in New Mexico, and we were just texting back and forth, just randomly. He's like, "Dude, I hate the freaking radio stations. Play the same shit day after day after day. We would have been good radio DJs." And I'm like, you know what? That'd be cool as shit. I was like, I wonder if that's possible. So we joked about it and everything, and then I found this this program that you could get on. It was called Blog Talk Radio, and you could have people call in, and John could be in Kansas, he could be in New Mexico, I could be in Oklahoma. We could all get together, and the bands could call in, and we could talk to the local bands. So we were trying to cover all the local bands in Oklahoma, Kansas, and New Mexico. So there was a lot to choose from. I mean, there's Kansas has a lot of bands, Oklahoma has a lot of bands, and New Mexico has a lot of bands, and nobody plays them. They have no platform to be played on. So that's kind of what we were going for. And I had met John at Rocklahoma, and just random because he knew one of our friends that we had up there. And when we were thinking about doing this radio show, I was like, I know this guy that has useless music knowledge from hell. He would be great. And I was like, this guy just has the most random fucking useless knowledge in music. It's insane. And so
Perfect.
I ended up texting you, didn't I, John? Hey, what you want to be
think-
on a radio show?
I think you messaged me on MySpace.
Oh,
God. Whoa. Dang.
But anyway, I yeah.
And you said in your message, we go live tomorrow at 7. Bring your A game. Top 10 singers. And I said,
That's how it started.
talking about.
Wow. Way to rise to a challenge. That's crazy. See, I love that there are still people out there like you guys that really put the time and effort into digging into local bands, and the rest of us fucks who haven't hit that other stage,
Exactly.
right, of success. And I mean, if I had like a nickel for every time somebody's like, I can't listen to the radio, it's all the same shit. And it really truly is. It's like the same 5 songwriters that write the same 5 fucking
Yeah, exactly.
songs. So yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for you guys or people that do what you guys do, that the rest of us would just be in a sea of clamoring indie musicians just vying for a 5-second spot somewhere, So thank you for doing what you guys do.
You're very welcome. And that was the whole point. That was the whole point. Getting the local bands, they don't have a platform to showcase their music. Hey, we've got a show going on at 89th Street this Friday. Everybody come out, check it out. They just didn't have that place to be heard. And I just felt like it wasn't fair because there were so many good musicians that just didn't get a fair shake, it felt like.
Yeah, I mean, and it's weird because somebody in an interview last week was like, well, if you could go back in time and tell yourself 2 words to make yourself a better musician, but like as a younger you. And the guys were like, oh, practice more. And I don't know what other answers they had. And they got to me and I was like, only fans. Because being a musician is fucking expensive. Fucking expensive. start OnlyFans now and put it into a savings account, and maybe you can afford your first merch drop. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there's so much other shit that goes on in the
Yeah.
background, and us little indie artists, like, we should be grateful for every opportunity that we get for somebody to like hear our music outside of our little niche market where we are. So yeah, I love it.
T2. That's great. Yeah. OnlyFans.
When in doubt.
I got 2 words.
OnlyFans. That's right. That's gonna be my next song. I call it OnlyFans.
Oh goodness. Well, Tina, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and please keep us in the loop. Even just tell Shauna to hit us up, or just hit us up in Messenger. Just anywhere. The same way you got on tonight, you can get on every other Wednesday and just pop in and go, "Hey guys, just wanted to let you know I've got a tour announcement. You guys want to hear it?"
Hell yeah.
We're here for it.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I will be sure to send everybody some dick pics, so we're all good. You have given me permission now. I'm going to be up in your messenger.
Well, you got to see my lizard.
Damn, I walked right into that. Fuck! You got me, man. It's hard to get me. You fucking got me right there. Damn.
And there's our viral clip. Found it.
Listen, thank you for your lizard, Randy. Words I never thought I'd ever say. What the fuck? But I appreciate you guys having us on. And
Your husband's probably door to the ear, like, what's going on in there?
Nah, man, he's so used to me. He just ignores me now. He's never surprised.
Fair enough.
He's married to a 14-year-old. I'm worse than my 14-year-old son.
He's at the door.
He's like, oh god.
His wife is saying, "I'll send you dick pics." What the fuck?
Yep. He would not be surprised.
That's hilarious.
That's perfect.
I do want to do that public service announcement thing of, if you guys are watching this and you enjoyed what you saw from Beautiful Skeletons, go to their webpage, go to their Facebook page, go to their Instagram, like their stuff, buy their merch, go to a show, go support the bands live. Just do it.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. Do it.
Gas money.
Right.
Word. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Tina, and
thank you,
keep
guys.
us in the loop.
Will do. You guys have a great evening.
You bet.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was really cool.
I have another side story I'd like to tell tonight.
Okay.
That was awesome, and I do hope that they come through close enough to me, but that's probably not happening. So okay, past that.
We can hope.
I want to lead this into my story. I went and saw the Ratchet Dolls last night, and they just had a new song come up that we should probably play a short little clip of. If Ashton can find that for us real quick. And while he's doing that, at the end of the show last night, you know how you're in a small venue and the band says it's their last song, and then everybody's like, oh, one more song. A lot of times I'm the prompter of that. And last night I leaned over to talk to Kevin as he said it was their last song. And I said, Kevin, you're in Topeka, Kansas, and you know how this goes here. I said, if you listen, I don't even have to say anything. They're already screaming for you to play more. And he looks at me and he says, I can do that, but I ran out of water. So can I get a Jack and Coke? And I was like,
I can do that.
out of water, so I need a Jack and Coke. So he wasn't actually really wanting to hydrate, but it might have been the greatest statement ever coming from someone on the stage. But after that moment,
funny.
I stood back and I watched the crowd, as minimalistic as it was last night. It was a Tuesday night. There wasn't a lot of people. We did have storms pass through yesterday, some pretty violent ones going on. But I just stood there and I watched the crowd for the last song they did an AC/DC cover, and I just looked at pure enjoyment and happiness in the face of everybody out there singing along, and I said, "This is really what it's all about." Like seeing the joy that everybody had at that moment. Like I've never
Right.
just stopped and paused to enjoy everybody else's happiness like I did last night. And I was like,
That's really cool.
I'm going to start doing this more often. So,
Yeah.
if Ashton, if you have that pulled up, we could do a short little clip because I told those guys we will get them on after they get off their tour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay on them about it. But this song, it's pretty amazing. I love it.
Ah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't watched that whole video,
I
you
just-
should go watch it from the very beginning. There's a little short little like cheesy hospital scene thing that they did before, and it was really kind of cute. But
Yeah.
they did play 3 new songs last night that I can recall.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the third one that they played, like they have an EP coming up. I think they said around June, mid-June. So the third song, when he started singing it, like I can't recall the title of it right now off the top of my head, but it was one of those where I was like, "Oh, I like those first 2 songs way better." But then halfway through the song, I said, "Wow, this song grew on me so fast because now I actually love it." So, like,
Right.
so like just the way it started, I was not into it, and then I was like midway through, I was like, "Oh, I actually like this song. This is awesome."
How funny.
Been there, done that.
It's bizarre because normally you'll hear a song and you're like, I'm not really into it. Then you'll hear it like a few more times. You're like, hey, it's not so bad. But I like
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming around to it.
I get midway through the song where I was like, okay, I was wrong. Like, how the hell?
Right.
That's funny. Well, me and Ashton got to go see Shallow Side last week. So last Wednesday, actually, wasn't it? And we were set up to do an interview with them. And of course, just like usual, didn't hear back from the publicist the day of. Got to the venue, emailed the publicist, didn't hear back. Start the show. I'm like, fuck, still haven't heard anything, man. I don't know what's going on. And I felt bad because Ashton had to work the next day. And I'm like, yes, the publicist said, yes, we've got an interview with them, everything. And so kind of took things into my own hands. I saw the singer walk in. He went by the bar. He started talking to people. And I felt like an idiot because I was like waiting for him to get done talking to these girls. And then he just kept talking to these girls. And I'm like, okay, now I'm looking kind of stupid, just like hovering here. So I went back to where we were. And then I saw the drummer come in. And I'm like, oh, God, I know him. He'll talk to anybody. So I was like, hey, Heath. He's like, what's up, man? And I was like, so did Doug talk to you about an interview? He was like, nope, but we're down. I was like, really? Okay, all right. He goes, there's a little green room back there that we could go, but we probably need to wait till after the show and everything. I hate to do that, but it's so loud and everything. But yeah, we can do it. And they were really cool because we waited around after they got everything off the stage and everything, and then they came right up to us. You guys ready? I'm just like, hell yeah. And so it was really a cool deal. And they're really making waves right now. They're on Octane. They just had a song released with Elias from Nonpoint.
Non-point.
Yep. And so they're kicking some ass right now. And go check out Shallow Side. It's good stuff.
And our little interview. Because isn't that live now?
Yes.
It's the also
funny stories.
Also, if you're out at shows and you see people and you get to talking to them about podcasts and random stuff, mention our name. I'm pretty sure they had 3 people go and follow our stuff last night by talking to them at the show.
That's really cool.
Granted, 2 of them were from the Ratchet Dolls, the new lineup, so
that's still a win.
But then another random person that I was talking to right before I left last night, and they went and pulled us up.
I'll take it.
Clicked it while I was talking to them. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's us. Cool, thank you." So
yeah,
that's cool. That's cool.
I think I might need to invest in cards because it would be a whole lot easier to just say, "Here we are."
It is. Yeah, just check this out.
Yeah.
So, Randy, if you have some or have a place that you've ordered from, like, we need to talk about that and what goes on them so we can do that while we're not live. But, we should make sure we have some of those when we go out places just so it's readily available.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy to pull out the card and go, just check it out. So, all right.
All right, guys. In 2 weeks, we'll see you again. We'll do this fun little thing we call a podcast.
Awesome.
I like it.
See you guys.
Later.
We bang your ugly friends too.